Hey guys, oh my god, I'm obsessed. Okay, I'm in my sister's house, in her husband, in her bedroom, and like filming. Like, this looks so good. Okay, so hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, excuse how I sound. I think it's allergies. I've been like having a really bad cough, and like sometimes I just sound really weird and really sick. But anyways, welcome to my channel if you're new here. I'm currently 20 weeks and 21 weeks tomorrow. This is our first baby. And I'm just going to do an update for weeks 18, 19, and 20. And then I usually just have my updates in one video and do a separate vlog, but I figured I would just combine it since I'm with family this weekend. Yeah, so if you don't want to see the update, you can just skip ahead, and if, I don't know, I'm just letting you know that the update and the vlog will be together. Okay, you guys like my shirt? It says Pregnant AF. I actually got this, I think, before we conceived, because we were trying for like 10 months, and I would just like buy little cute pregnancy stuff because I really wanted to be pregnant, and I'm just so happy I get to wear it now. Super cute. Hopefully I won't stain it. If you want the link, I can try to find it, but if you're interested, just let me know in the comments or DM me and I'll find the shop. But I got it off Etsy. Okay, so sorry guys. Okay, so week 18 is when I went to go see my bestie in Minnesota, and I was so nervous about flying pregnant, just traveling pregnant. Like the actual like being on the airplane and being in the airport was like the worst part of it. It was very claustrophobic. I feel like the planes are getting smaller, and like now that I'm carrying a person, it was just like so claustrophobic, and I almost had like a mini panic attack, but I just like tried to like think about something else. But yeah, I was so bloated. I was so like, my stomach was rock hard, and oh, that's my mom's phone. But anyways, can you guys see me? I'm like, I don't have my tripod, so like I have you on top of a bunch of books. Let me see if I can raise you up. I don't know if that like did anything at all. Okay, what was I saying? My stomach was I was so uncomfortable in Minnesota, and I was so tired, and I was constipated that week, and I think I was just like eating way too much pizza, because that's like my number one craving this pregnancy is like pizza. So I think that was the reason. And like it's not that I'm like backed up or anything, it'll just be like trapped gas, and like it just won't come out unless I drink prune juice. So like during the whole trip I was drinking prune juice, and eventually like I was, you know, able to relieve myself, and it got a lot better. But it was just awful. I also like was still throwing up. Like nausea, vomiting hasn't gone away as far as like week 18. I also was like experiencing cramping, which has happened twice so far in this pregnancy, and my midwife said it's fine as long as there's no blood. She was like, it's your uterus growing and making room for baby. But honestly, I don't know, it's either that or that I was just so bloated that it was just making my uterus uncomfortable, I guess. Like it was very, very odd. But yeah, I was also cramping while I was in Minnesota. It was just the worst. Like, I was having the best time, but physically, it was not, I was not good. So, this week also, like, whenever I would eat, I just felt so stuffed. And I guess because, like, I was also bloated. But every now and then, I'll, like, eat a meal. And I guess because I'm running out of room, I just feel so stuffed. So, I can't, like, sometimes I need to, like, hold off on eating an entire meal because I just cannot eat the whole thing because I don't have any more room. And then at the end of week 18, I guess that's when it started. I started to feel her kick. And it's kind of weird. Like, I was having movements starting at like week 15, I think. But it felt like she was like moving her body. It didn't feel like kicks or like hand movements or anything. But like end of week 19 or the 18, oh my god, I cannot speak. End of week 18 is when I like felt those classic like butterfly kicks, and I feel them every day now, and it's just the best feeling. Like, I would get pregnant like 1,000 times more because of this feeling. Like, it's made this pregnancy 1,000 times more enjoyable, and I just wish I felt her from the beginning because it just makes it so worth it and just makes it so real. Like, I told you guys, for the longest time I would wake up every day and be like not believing that I'm pregnant. Like, I was throwing up, I hadn't had my period, and even with all of those factors, I still didn't believe I was pregnant. But now that she's kicking, she's very real. So I'm just happy that that's happening. I know that down the line, like third trimester, it's probably gonna get painful, but right now it's very like light, cute little kicks and stuff. Okay, so week 19, I have that my weight was at 166. I feel like a broken record, but I feel like I have to say this to explain weight gain so far, or weight loss. Like, my starting pregnancy weight was 168, and then I lost 8 pounds so in the first trimester, so I'm like slowly gaining it back. So at week 19 I weighed 166. Okay, so week 19 I still was like throwing up, vomiting, and then this is when I had the anatomy scan. I was so like at butterflies in my stomach because I was just so excited to see her. And at the same time, like, I vomited right before the anatomy scan, and I threw up afterwards. Like, nausea was so bad that day. I don't know if it was nerves, I don't know, but like that week it was pretty bad. But I was so excited for the anatomy scan, and we got to see her. But I'm telling you guys, it felt so brief. Like, I hear about other women and how like the anatomy scan is like 45 minutes or like an hour, and like, I don't know, like, we saw her like I guess she was just taking so many pictures and stuff to like measure and things, but I really just wanted to like watch her wiggle around in there. And I mean, the most important thing is that she's healthy. Like, she's absolutely healthy. They didn't see anything as far as like what do you call it, deformities or like abnormalities, and which is really good news because I never got around to taking the NIPT. I think that's NIPT test, where like around, I think like 12 to 14 weeks you can take it to see if they have Down syndrome, trisomy 13, all that stuff. But I just never got around to it because I was like, I wonder if my insurance covers it, and I was just being lazy. And at the same time, I was like, honestly, you know, even if she did have these disorders, I probably would not abort because I'm just so attached to her now. So it wouldn't have made a difference. So it was really good to like find that out, that she's like healthy, and I don't take that for granted at all. Like, so many pregnancies go wrong, and it's just a miracle to have like a healthy pregnancy and a healthy baby. So the first part of the ultrasound happened. It was like a nurse, I guess. And then the doctor came in, and like he had a big personality, and the nurse, like, before the doctor came in, was like, okay, you have Dr. Love, he's like a jokester. And I was like, okay. And then he came in, and he was like very loud and like making jokes and like laughing around with Beanie. Beanie was like surprisingly very talkative during the ultrasound. And so I really just wanted to look at her, especially like the 3D stuff. I just wanted to look at her and like see who she looks like, see what she was doing in there. But like the doctor was like talking so much, and I was, I guess, trying to be polite and like, but honestly I just wanted to look at the screen, and yeah, so like later on in the day, I think it was the same day or the next day, I had a full-blown like meltdown because I was crying that he like ruined the ultrasound because I don't know, I feel like he made it about himself. And I know, like, my husband was like, he was just trying to, make us feel comfortable, especially if there was something wrong, to make people feel comfortable. But it's like, I don't know, I did not need all of his, like, I just didn't need all that. I just wanted to focus on baby girl. And yeah, so I cried about that later on that night. And that's like the first time I had like a full-on crying session since first trimester. But yeah, I was like, I miss her. I didn't really get to see her. Just being very emotional because that ultrasound made me like fall in love with her like 100 times more. And I just can't wait to like meet her. So at the ultrasound, she was 10 ounces and her heartbeat was 146, and her head was down and her feet were up here, like near my belly button, and we're like belly to belly, so she's like laying on my belly. And that's so freaking cute. Okay, so we're gonna go to week 20, which is like a huge milestone. Like, you like, when you're in the beginning of your trimester, the beginning of your pregnancy, like, you dream and like you just daydream about getting to that halfway point, and it just snuck up on me like that. And to be halfway done is just such a huge milestone, and I was just so happy to get to week 20. My weight was 167.6, so I gained like a pound, 0.6, and I'm happy that I'm like gaining weight steadily. Because that's what they want. They don't, want you to gain like a bunch of weight. Like, that's not good for you or the baby. So it's good that it's happening like at a steady rate. My voice is disgusting. Okay, so we'll talk. Yes, come in. Who is it? I am doing my pregnancy update. Do you want to say hi? This is my nephew, Zion.
No paparazzi.
Yeah. Close the door. Can you close the door? Thanks. Those are my nephews. Anyways, so like I said, I was happy to get to week 20, and like, let me just say this, from like the ultrasound, like half of me was excited and like wanted to have her right now so I could hold her in my arms, and then half of me was like, you can stay in there forever, girl, like, you're safe in there, you're good, I want you to myself, you can stay in there. So it's very like interesting emotions and feelings that, you know, arise when you're pregnant. And then I picked up, when I turned week 20 is when I picked up this cold, and everyone is saying it's allergies, because the same day that I got it is when I went on a walk with my mother-in-law at like a botanical garden place, and it's just all plants. So it's like really persisting, and you know, I've never had allergies until being an adult, so I don't really know how to navigate it. I kind of just, you know, wait until it passes, but it seems like it's not really passing, and I may have to take something. Okay, I had my midwife appointment, and my mom came with me, which was really sweet. She met both the midwives, so there's two at the birthing center, and so when I go into labor, one of them will be present. So she met both of them, and we talked about breastfeeding, which I'm so happy, because that is one of the things I've been kind of like wondering how it's gonna go for me and baby girl. Like, what if I have issues? Like, who do I reach out to? And she said that they definitely have resources at the birth center. Like, there's people there who can help. I also have a doula, and she said it's really good to have family members like your mother or sisters who have also breastfed, just to have that support. And then we talked about just like, she just let me, it was reassuring to know that if like breastfeeding is not where it should be in the beginning, that's totally fine, because I'm learning, she's learning. Just give it like a good 3 weeks for both of us to get adjusted to breastfeeding. And I don't know, I guess I don't know, my assumption was that, like, I guess from hearing other people and their experiences, or I just don't know where this assumption came from, but like, it seems like if it's not usually working in the like first week, then a lot of people just switch over to like bottles or formula. And that is so loud. And my midwife was like, no, it's gonna take a while, like the both of you guys will get through it, but it's gonna take a while. And that was really good to know, because it just breaks my heart to hear people, other women, like struggling with breastfeeding. And it just, you know, as a postpartum mom, you want to be able to provide breast milk for your baby and to have that bond. So that was really reassuring. And so as far as like breastfeeding, I did want to have the bottle as another option, just so my husband can feed her, especially if I'm like too tired at night. And then I'm not sure when I'm going back, so I work part-time. This is so long. This is like 20 minutes. Oh my gosh. This is 20 minutes? Have I been talking for 20 minutes? Okay. I work part-time as a Montessori teacher, substitute teacher at a school. My mom is calling. Yes.
Where are you?
I'm in Kristen's room filming my pregnancy update, and then I'll be done in like 5-10 minutes.
Oh, no rush. I just didn't know where you disappeared to. We were looking for you. Okay.
Bye. What was I saying? What was I saying, you guys? Oh, breastfeeding. So my full-time job is working from home. I work for my dad's real estate investment business, which is great, which means I can be home with baby. But I most likely am going back to being a substitute at the school, but I don't know when that's gonna happen. But when that does, I wanted to, you know, have a bottle available for her. So since it seems like I won't need since it seems like she won't really need like bottle feeding, it'll be like a couple bottles a week that she'll take. My midwife was saying that the Haka, I don't know what you call it, but it's a device where you put it on your boob while you're breastfeeding and it catches the letdown. She was saying just like stack that breast milk, the letdown, stack it, I don't know, stock that, and that should be enough for, like, as far as pumping. Like, there's no really reason for me to get a whole machine because I don't need a pump like that. So that was really comforting to know that. And I'm actually kind of excited that oh my god, it's raining. I'm actually super excited now to like know that she'll be almost, you know, exclusively breastfed like by my boob, because I'm already mourning like her baby phase. Like, I feel like it's gonna go by so quickly, and I feel like breastfeeding is gonna like give us that bond, and you know, just something that I will cherish forever. So yeah, I'm very excited about that journey. Let me see. Oh, I showed my mom the 2 suites at the birthing center. So there's an upstairs and a downstairs in the house, and you can give birth in one of the suites. They both have a tub. They both have like a bedroom. I like the one up top, but it's a little smaller. And then the bottom one is a lot bigger, but for some reason there's like a very like peaceful, chill vibe upstairs. I don't know. I just wish I could have the whole house. Like, I want the tub upstairs and I want the bedroom downstairs, but I have to make a decision. So I think that's it, you guys. I'm going to show you my belly. Oh yeah, I have one more thing in here. I've just been like, it's just so much happening. Like, when you're pregnant, you have to prepare for labor and delivery. You have to prepare for like postpartum, breastfeeding, and like just adjusting to life with a newborn. And I need to like just slow my roll. Like, everything will be figured out day by day, but I'm just trying to figure out like how baby's gonna fit into this new lifestyle. Like, our lives are gonna be changed now. So, like, what is that going to look like? And that's just something that I've been thinking about a lot. But yeah, it'll work out. I'm not, like, worried or anything, but I just want, like, a good work, family, life balance. You know, like, I want to provide for her, but at the same time, like, I need to be present for her, like, young years. For the rest of her life, but especially, like, her young years. So I'm going to show you my belly. I'm 20 weeks and 6 days today. Yeah. Okay, so this is the front from the outside. I definitely have a pregnant belly. And then this is my bare belly. So cute. I'm obsessed. I've been using an oil to prevent stretch marks. So my belly is always so super soft. So I haven't had like any stretch marks like from pregnancy yet. Like, I had stretch marks from before, just from like weight gain and weight loss, like on the side of my hips, but no stretch marks from pregnancy yet. So anyways, I'm gonna end this part and then we're gonna start the vlog. My mom and I are gonna go get our feet done. I'm so excited because that's just like, it's gonna be such a treat. And then, I haven't had a pedicure since my sister's wedding in October. I've never been a person to like get my nails done and like get my feet done. So this is a treat. And then later on, I think we're gonna go bowling with my siblings. I'll get to see my niece again. The main reason I came up here this weekend was to see my niece, who is almost 5 months. Her name is Mila, and it's obviously gonna be, I want to say her name so bad, so we have like, we're 99% sure on a name. My husband keeps saying that he's not sold, but he hasn't like suggested any other name, so this is most likely her name. But I don't think I'm gonna announce it to like the world yet until she's born. But her and Mila are gonna be besties, and like I'm so excited. Like, we're trying to plan their first Disney trip. I'm just so excited. But anyways, let's go to get our feet done.